In recent months, we have introduced 3 new features into RxWeb to help you improve the efficiency within your pharmacy. The modules we're about to outline in this video will allow you to save pharmacists time and free them up to concentrate on delivering services outside of dispensing. OneClick is an automated clinical checking module verifying the prescription for you upon download. If a prescription has been dispensed and clinically checked by the pharmacist in the past, then it is authorised for OneClick dispensing the next time, thus saving you time. To enable one-click dispensing for your branch, click on System in the main menu and select System Configuration. Next, click on the Branch Config button on the right-hand side, and then change the Categories drop-down to one-click dispensing. Select the first option in the list, Enable one-click dispensing, and change the value box at the bottom to Yes. Put a tick in Apply to all users at this branch, and then click on Update. In the to be dispensed queue, any prescriptions that are eligible for one-click dispensing will be indicated with a yes in the OC column. Anything that's not eligible for one-click will be marked with a no, as can be seen here. When you're ready to dispense your one-click prescriptions, simply click on the one-click button at the bottom of the screen, which will open up the one-click dispensing window. The left-hand side of the screen shows all the eligible prescriptions, and the centre of the screen shows the currently selected prescription preview. Over on the right, you can see any patient notes or high interactions, and also the configurations of what will happen when you press the dispense button. When you're ready to dispense, simply one-click dispense, and that will process the entire prescription. It will then move on to the next one, and as you can see, it's much quicker to dispense this way than it is the traditional method. Clinical checking is a module that allows you to separate all prescriptions that require a clinical check. This gives the pharmacist a dedicated to be checked queue where they can authorise prescriptions for dispensing after each download. Therefore, any prescriptions in the to be dispensed queue can be considered by the dispensing staff as clinically checked by the pharmacist, thus saving any interruptions throughout the day. To enable clinical checking in your branch, first click on System and then System Configuration from the menu. Press the Branch Config button on the right-hand side of the screen and then change the Categories drop-down to one-click dispensing. Scroll the list to the very bottom and you'll see the Enable Clinical Checking option. Change the value to Yes, put a tick in Apply to all users at this branch, and then press the Update button. Once clinical checking has been enabled, the queue will have a new area called To Be Checked. Any prescriptions that download and are not immediately available for one-click dispensing will be moved into this queue. From here, the pharmacist must authorise them for regular dispensing or one-click dispensing via the Check Script screen. Any items with a red traffic light have failed the PMR check, meaning the patient has never had those items before. In this case, they can only be authorised for regular dispensing by the pharmacist. Any items with a green or amber traffic light can also be authorised for one-click dispensing. In this case, the patient has had 3 items previously, and the 4th item has had a quantity change from the last dispensing. Once the authorised buttons are pressed, the prescriptions are then moved into the to be dispensed queue. The text on the prescription can also be changed from here by deleting it and then pressing the Update Text button at the bottom of the screen. Any high priority notes or interactions can also be viewed from this screen by pressing the View button in the top right-hand corner. Accuracy checking has been introduced into the system to help with verifying the accuracy of labelling and stock picking. It's a fully flexible module that will fit in with your current process of checking the prescriptions after the dispensing and picking is completed and before bagging the items. Before using the accuracy checker, a couple of system configs need to be enabled. Click on System and System Configuration from the main menu, press the Branch Config button on the right-hand side of the screen, and then change the Categories drop-down menu to Print Settings. Scroll the main list all the way to the bottom, and then select the option Barcoded Script ID on Bag Label. Change the value to Yes, Put a tick in Apply to all users at this branch and then click on Update. Next, change the categories to dispensing, and again scroll the list all the way to the bottom. Select Show Accuracy Check Barcode and change the value to Yes. Put a tick in Apply to all users at this branch and press Update. To access the Accuracy Checker, first click on Prescriptions in the main menu and then select Accuracy Checker. Here you'll see there are three boxes: Bag Label Scan, Dispense Label Scan and Product Scan. First, scan the bag label and that will show you the patient's details. Next, scan the barcode that's on the dispense label, which will confirm you've got the correct patient. And finally, scan the actual product barcode. This will confirm that the dispense label matches the product you've selected. This next demonstration shows what happens when the dispense label does not match the product that has been picked. And finally, we can see what happens when the bag label does not match the dispense label.